Coach, you're going to start us off with a few thoughts on tonight's game and take.
You know, I'm just so lucky to be involved with a group of guys that, you know, you find out people's true character through adversity, and this group has continued to come back every day in practice and bust their butt and believe, and no signs of splintering or even cracking, and when you stick together like that, you're going to get rewarded again. And just, you know, Seth led the way tonight with a great senior leadership, and 12 rebounds was huge, and 8 points, but more importantly, what really got us going was just his passing, and he's about as good a passing big man as I've been around. So just happy for our guys, and you know, got rewarded and got a couple days now. It was a tough stretch for us. You go back to Sunday at Indiana State, it'll be end up Tuesday with Northern Iowa. It'll be 4 games in 9 days. So it was important to get this one tonight.
Seth, talk a little just about what's going through your mind there as the clock ticks away. You had a pretty good game, but also the team snaps that winning streak. What's going through your mind?
Right. You know, we knew we needed a win. You know, after this, you know, rough patch we kind of hit, and you know, we struggled with the press at first. We did a good job of kind of refocusing, and guys stepped up. Carl hit a couple of free throws. Trevor hit 4, I think. So that's what you got to do in close games.
Talk about what is it like for you. I know with the knees hurt and all a little, but it seems like you know the clock's ticking, and you're not that you weren't playing hard before, but it seems a little different. Is that accurate?
Coach talks about it all the time, that the window's closing, and you know, for us 3 seniors, we don't have a lot of time left. We have to make sure we leave it all on the table.
What about the way you and Richard worked really well, especially in the stretch there in the first half? You're setting screens, he's going around, but you're passing together. Talk about a little, how fluid was that? How comfortable was that for a while?
He makes it pretty easy with his quickness and stuff like that for big guys to set screens for him. We were talking flipping ball screens and setting different angles and things like that. And you know, he's a playmaker. He gets other people involved, and then he came up big down the stretch. So
where do you go now? Not so much goal-wise, but what are you trying to get, or how close are you to getting Seth to hitting it? You know what I mean? Where this is the team we have night after night.
Right. You know, I think, you know, even though we lost the past 2 games on the road to 2 pretty good teams, you know, we're starting to get closer to where we need to be, I think. And today we kind of got rewarded with that, with a good home win, and we just got to make sure we keep bringing it in practice, keep improving, and you know, keep bringing the same effort that we had the last 3 games.
Last question, did teammates tease you at all? You were 2 free throws maybe from a double.
They always tease me with my free throws. That's something that I'm still working on, and you know, we gotta get better at that. But yeah, they don't have a problem rubbing it in a little bit, as long as we got the win.
Yeah. Coach, for you, just talk about Seth's performance in terms of maximizing his minutes and really being efficient when you can do what he did.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've said it before, I would have loved to have the chance to coach him healthy. I mean, he's probably the best big in the league, and but again, you see some of his true colors, and you have to be around him every day to know what he has to go through to prepare himself to practice every day. You know, it's probably a minimum of an hour to an hour and 15 minutes in the training room just trying to get himself warm, and you know, whether it's heat before, ice after, or stem, or whatever it is, and it's the average person has no idea what he just has to go through just as plain practice. So Seth's a great representative of Drake, and just happier and heck for him tonight, and his family's here to see him play.
And Richard, Richard, a good performance for him as far as what was working for him.
Yeah, you know, Richard is at his best when he makes others better, and then the game just comes to him. And when I looked down, I told him afterwards, I looked down, I saw 4 assists. I would have guessed 8 assists. He said, we'll go back and change his stats then if you believe that. But, you know, I think maybe some of those passes, maybe guys missed shots or something, I don't know. I just remember really good, solid basketball plays him making. And, you know, when he does that, then it opens things up for him then at later times. And it's really important for your point guard and for Richard to think team first as we get started, and then you're going to pick and choose your opportunities because you've gotten other people open. Now they're going to have to defend you a little bit differently.
Richard, just probably in closing a little bit, what is the connection or the chemistry with you and Seth like at this point in the season? It really was working stretch there in the first half, probably from early going to last 5 minutes of the first half.
I got 2 years in with my big fella, so I know his game, he know my game. That's as simple as it is. So, we just play off each other. Two seniors. So,
Was tonight about as good as it's worked, though, maybe? I haven't seen all your games. I haven't been on the road, but is that about as good as it's worked?
I think so. Especially passing the ball. Me and Seth have a little competition every now. Who's going to get the most assists? He a point center. So, it's fun. It's fun out there playing with Seth.
Anybody need anything else from Seth?
No, I think I'm done.
Yeah, you covered everything.
Okay, yeah, that works for me.
One last thing I'm going to say is, you win the rebound. We won by 4. You win the game. We've only done that where we've out-rebounded an opponent and lost 1 time. So there's something to that, and if we can just build on that, and it's amazing. You win 80% of the time when you out-rebound your opponent.